Hey, good morning everyone. Happy Monday, 6:30 a.m. here. Prices of BTC currently at 86.90. All right, I just closed my short and I want to show you guys a snippet of my video from yesterday where I exactly mapped out this scenario right here. All right, I want to show you guys this right there, okay? Alternatively, all right, what we could do is we could also make it back all the way up to the November monthly open. And what that would do is all the short stops that are sitting right above these wicks right here. Remember, I just showed you this trading range, right? There are now probably a lot of stops stacked right above this area right here. All right, folks, I wanted to show you guys that snippet real quick because I told you yesterday that in this particular area right here, there was probably a lot of stops residing. All right, people probably aggressively shorted here or either in this area or up here and didn't take profits down here, and their stops are residing here. Okay, so this push up to me was very sort of easy to spot, and also the weekend was coming up. The weekend typically brings in less volume and more short squeezes. Okay, so yesterday when I posted that video, people thought that I was in a short right here, but I wasn't. I had already closed out my position at 87.50 because that was my target anyway. So here's the delusion and sort of the silliness of the crypto space, okay? So first of all, I had gotten stopped out, by the way, when I was trying to short here, okay, in this area. When price was at 88.15, I got stopped out, let's see, at 88.52, okay? So in this area right here, I already got stopped out and I wasn't in any trades going forward, right? The next trade that I got into for my short was over here. Okay, here comes the short squeeze. I mentioned it to my members. Boom, it hit the 91.60, missed it by maybe $20, but I was able to get a nice short. Let my members know that, hey, I'm entering a short right here. 9,075 was my average. And then I added more at 9,088. So, and I just closed yesterday at around 88.80, half my position, and this morning I closed the rest of my position at 86.90. All right, so I had an average profit of 31.5%. Yet I want to show you guys the perfect example of the delusion of the bulls. Okay, and I don't mean to call anyone out, but here are the people. Okay, see, this person didn't even probably watch my video. He just said wrong because he or she probably just read the title saying bulls are delusional, 87.50 short target, and then next levels to watch 8,300. And when this short squeeze happened, these people think that I'm some noob into the space and I'm not going to have stops, or I'm actually in a position and I got stopped out. I wasn't in a position and I didn't get stopped out. If anything, I actually got a better entry on my short all the way up here, and I just rode this thing down overnight. So imagine waking up in the morning and seeing your position in almost an average in terms of leverage trading 100% gain. Okay, this is all I saw this morning, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna close this out, have a good rest of the day and week. Okay, I literally don't even need to trade this market right now. And here's the thing, okay, there are many people like this person. There's this person right here. All right, so bearish means probably we bottomed at 7,300, or this person saying my analysis is pathetic, and how could I not see this happening, and how am I not bullish when this is happening like this, and then why can't this just keep going up? These people have no sense of technicals, and all they really do is they are delusionally bullish. And because there's people like this out there, all right, these people are the very reason why I am still bearish, okay? Because they are way too overexposed to this market. They are the main people that we need to weed out of the market, so then we can go back up, okay? I really don't think we're done bleeding in this market, all right? I think we're done bleeding right now, by the way. That's because I closed my short, right? But I still think in terms of the shorter and longer term, I still think we have a bit of a ways to go.
I think prices can maybe climb back up to 9,000 again and push back down. But ultimately, I still do think that we need to come back down to $8,300. Okay, and those who do not understand sort of the uh, reason for how technicals work or market psychology works or just general market how markets function are the very people who keep hoping and praying for price to just keep pushing up. Okay, they're way too overexposed to this market. So please don't be a troll on my videos if you don't know what you're talking about, or at least just learn from what I'm trying to teach you. I'm doing these videos for free. So when you come and troll on my channel, you're wasting time and energy when you could just sit down, stop talking, and just take notes and see, what does this person have to teach me? How can I potentially be wrong? Just think to yourself like that. I promise you, you'll get ahead in the markets and you'll get ahead in life. Now, I'm not someone who always professes that I know everything, but I do know more than you, probably, especially if you're trolling on my channel and you're saying that I'm wrong about the market structure and we have to go up and this and that. People thought I was dumb for shorting here and here and here. Now I'm sitting in heavy profits from all these shorts all the way down multiple times that I've shorted. Okay, so if there's anything that you can do, it's to just stop talking and just learn. Okay, and I don't mean to sound demeaning, but if you were constantly criticizing other people because they don't agree with your worldview or your bias in the markets, you have a lot of growing up to do. Okay, and you probably don't really have a purpose in life because you're honestly just going on the internet and trolling people who are actually working hard, making videos to teach you how you could potentially make money in this market. Imagine being the person who trolls in this market and says that, okay, I'm going to go long at this top right here, when someone who's been doing this a lot longer than you told you that, hey, you know what, maybe there's something else to look at. Maybe the market could potentially go down. So maybe you're the one who's delusional, and I'm going to short here and take profits down here, while you basically sell your BTC to me at a cheaper price, or you probably got liquidated, or you are now probably sitting in losses. Okay? So anyway, folks, sorry for the rant, but people like that really get to me nowadays because I think to myself that I'm doing all this free content and I give you guys a snippet of my channel and my paid side advantage information from time to time, and yet I still get these trolls, and it's really surprising to me that this is where the world has come to, that when you're giving out free information that has actual monetary value, yet people still sort of insult you. Anyway, all right, so we did break down from here, right? Push back up for that short squeeze, breaking down again. I'm still looking for that $8,300 target, but at present moment, remember that I had pointed out this green box, right? So you can see right here, a few days back, I actually told my members that I still do think that this chop right here will eventually lead to more downside, because I think this area right here, that's the critical support, the order block, of demand before we pushed up, right? So there's this one red block that we see before that big push up. So this tells me that in that particular area, this green box that you see right here, there's a good amount of demand. Okay, so the way we can look at it, market structure right now, is kind of like this, right? So let me show you guys. Okay, so what we can do is we can say, okay, so price made a move. So let's stretch this out, right? So let's stretch this out, and here was basically the trading range that led to this push up, right? And we pushed up, and then now we came back down into the trading range. Okay, so I want to make sure that if this was outside this trading range and this was outside this trading range, are we going to stay in this particular area? Okay, so the longer we stay in this area, the higher the chances are we'll probably break down again. So what that tells me then is, if we come back into this trading range right here, as you can see, that's exactly what we're doing, right? Then that tells me that this right here This whole move right here was a short squeeze and a deviation of this large trading range that you're seeing right now. Okay, sorry about that. This large trading range that you're seeing right now. Okay, so that tells me that that's a deviation up there, and this is also a deviation. So what do we do from here? Okay, so we say, all right, so if that's a deviation right there, and this is a deviation, and price is coming back into this range, okay, let's see if price can get back to the top of this range. Okay, this would create another potential shorting opportunity. Or if price gets above this area, comes back, retest it as support like this, and is ready to push off again, then it's time to long. Okay, so then we can at least target again the 9140, 9160 area, which is the monthly open that I told you all about, right? 9160 is the November monthly open, as you can see. Okay, or what we can say is, okay, if price is going to come back up here and starts pushing back down, we can short at the very least down here to the bottom of the channel around 86.75, or we could short down to the $8,300, which is critical support and resistance for all these markers right here, you know, resistance, support, support, resistance, support, right? So that is really the area, the big area that I'm targeting. Now, you could say that, okay, if we are truly to be bullish, we'd have to go up like this, right? Then we test this $8,300 area, and once we start pushing off, then I would agree with you that, all right, you know what? Now we could be bullish, okay? But again, to be truly bullish, not only does price have to go up like this, retrace to 8,300 and then push back up, it has to break this red block that you see right here. You see this red block that's around $9,600, $9,700. It has to, price has to come to this $8,300 area, push back up here, actually break above it, test it as support, and then push off. Then you can say we are now potentially starting a new bullish cycle. Until that happens, until we actually, go up and test this as support and then push off, we're still leaning bearish. And I've said this before, I don't care what time frame you look at, whether it's the 4-hour, the daily, the weekly, the monthly, they're all bearish to me. Nothing has changed, okay? This right here is a high, a lower high, a lower high, and another lower high right here, all right? The initial point of breakdown was this last green candle right here before we sold off, right? So if this is the green candle that sold us off, we moved sideways, consolidated, sold off again, pushed back up, only hit that same area as resistance, and now we're selling off again. What does that tell you? All that tells me is there were some really smart people who knew that this market was going to go down further if they didn't hold their positions right here, right? So they pushed up the market, got retail to FOMO, sold, the professionals sold out in their positions, probably loaded up on shorts here and here, and now the retailers are, just stuck holding the bags, and this thing is just slowly going to bleed down. And more than likely, folks, to be honest, I really think it's going to bleed down back to 7,300, okay? If it doesn't bounce from 7,300 for like a double bottom, I mean, good luck. Good luck, because prices are probably going to go all the way down to this area that I've mentioned before, okay? All the way down to about 5,000, to 5,500, okay? So that's really, my thought process in all of this. You've seen me do these videos for weeks now, almost months now. And I've been saying, from way over here, actually, all right, over here, around second week of August. I said from here, I've started to become bearish. All the way up to here, folks, I was bullish, all right? I will admit that. I had no idea this would be the top, but at least I knew that, okay, once we created sort of this high on the weekly and this lower high, and even on the daily time frame, it was much more evident that what was really happening was this top was put in, this double top basically, and another lower high with like a trend line going like that. Once I saw this third lower high, this is where I started to become bearish. And the most profitable positions for me so far is when I have shorted every bounce. Okay, I've said this many times before, all right? But if people don't want to keep listening to me, hey, that's okay. We need bulls on the other side so I can short and my community members can short. So keep being bullish, all right? And you'll probably sell your BTC back to the real bulls around 5,000 or 5,500. But if you don't know what you're talking about, it would behoove you to listen to people that do, okay? And I don't mean to sound condescending in that, but it's just that, in life, there are certain things that you'll have to come to terms with. One, that you may have to listen to people who you disagree with because they bring a newer perspective. And two, listen to people who have more experience than you, all right? It's like the saying goes, if you're the smartest person in the room, right, you're probably in the wrong room, okay? I surround myself with people smarter than myself, all right? So whenever I do get, heated, or I think that I'm, too egotistical about my calls, I like to humble myself by listening to people who I disagree with and people who are smarter than myself, all right? Um, and for the most part, by the way, the people who are smarter than myself have already been saying that, hey, this thing is, it looks like it's in still a bearish structure. I mean, the easiest way to look at this is if we just put a, simple parallel channel, kind of like this, all right? That's an easy parallel channel to draw, you can see. We're just stuck in that. I mean, I don't know how you can be bullish right here when all we're doing is creating lower highs, right? So I suggest to people watching this video, learn technicals. All right, go to my Cryptosomniac YouTube channel, the website, and go buy the technical analysis course. Learn from what I've shown in that course. Learn technicals. Learn about market psychology, where we have a ton of book recommendations. Okay, come in and discuss with us. Share your ideas, and then talk about why you're long or short. Don't just make comments here and there willy-nilly and then lose money, okay? All right, so we've talked about, so by the way, folks, I have closed out my position. As you can see, that's my ROI right there. Let's just say there's more money been made shorting in this market than, honestly, I've made in longing this market, right? In this particular, the last 4 or 5 months, I've made a couple of good trades probably in this chop right here, in this chop in terms of longs, but I've definitely made way more gains and money shorting the market because the structure was so easy to define. All right. So change your bias, folks. Go to the Cryptosomniac community. Come learn from us. Sign up for Advantage. And if you want gains like this, or even the gains that you see from people right here, all these people that you see who are looking at my videos and my trade setups that I take, and they're, learning from it, and they're taking trades that I'm taking. I'm not forcing anyone to take trades. I don't even care if you take trades or not. I'm just showing you exactly what I'm doing. And I often show you guys I have skin in the game when I take these trades, okay? So if something goes wrong in the trade, chances are I got stopped out or I'm in a losing position, okay? But when things go right, okay, so you can see, all these people are seeing and reaping the benefits of our analysis, all right? So come learn from us, come join the Discord channel, folks. There's a link below, and that will give you free access to the free side of the Discord, which is the community discussion page. Or, you could sign up alternatively for the Advantage membership, where you get access to all these lock channels. This leverage trading channel that you see right here, where I put up the short trade yesterday, where I got into my trade around 9,075 or so, all right, on my short. That is in the paid side, all the lock channels that you see, all right? Come join Cryptosomniac or click the Discord link below. There's also a discount, folks. It's in the YouTube description. So if you click on that, you can get a 15% discount on our membership right now, and you can join Advantage membership and come learn with us and trade with us and make gains with us. All right. Thank you again. And take care of yourself. Good luck trading in the markets. You'll definitely need it. If you're still bullish, you'll definitely need that luck. But if you're bearish and you see objectively what's happening in the market, you don't need luck. You need technicals. You need a sound reasoning and objective view of the market, which we provide. All right. Cheers and have a fantastic Monday.